Now that the head has been joined onto the body, the arms and legs are joined next, and the joint is put in exactly the same way. I'm going to join one arm that I show you at normal speed, and then I'll speed up the rest for you. So we need a split pin. We put a small washer on the end. So pull the two arms of the split pin apart, put the small washer right down to the end, and then squeeze those two ends back together. And then put one of the slightly larger washers on, and then a wooden joint. This goes into the arm, so make a hole with the awl in the arm. I always put the small end into the arm or leg, so that's the end that doesn't have the pointy parts, because those pointy parts can end up in the main body of the bear, and they'll have plenty of stuffing to make sure that they don't ever stick out. So we make a hole in the arm, stick that joint through, and this can be a little bit fiddly sometimes. Because once you've pulled the arms of the split pin apart to get that first washer on, it's really hard to get them to stay together to poke them through the holes. You just have to hold them together. You poke it through, and then you make a hole at the correct spot on the bear body. Remembering that you're trying to push the threads apart rather than break the threads. Make sure you put the arm on the correct side. And then poke that through the hole. Check that it's right. And onto that we put the wooden joint and the washer, the metal washer. And then, as we did before, we use the long nose pliers and pull those ends apart as you twist them around. Check that it's tight, and if it isn't, then you can pull those two arms of the split pin apart a little bit more. And now on to the second. And here's the final leg to be attached. Split pin, small washer, large washer, wooden joint into the leg, through to the body. Wooden joint, metal washer, and twist the arms apart. Okay, and we're done. So at this stage, I'm looking at his head and thinking that I might have to make a few changes later, but we'll see when he's been stuffed.